why are they complaining too much on online classes when in fact it hasn't even started yet? Why would you compare Netflix and chill with education that can feed you in the future? Remember, what you learn today is just a supplement to what you will be working on in the future. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Margaret, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so by clicking on the subscribe button below and tapping on the notification bell so that you will be aware of new uploads. So I was really curious what this trending rant about Vincentiments video was all about. I've been seeing people posting about the hate in this specific video, but I have not really seen it. So I'm going to be giving my real-time feedback or real-time reaction about this KPL online class by Vincentiments. And I'm going to be very honest. So I'm going to be pretty honest on what I'll be saying about this video. So let's start.
Alam niyo ba ang huling sinabi ni Dr. Rizal bago siya binaril sa...
Penelope.
This concept is actually the new normal online class. So just like their title, of course. And I don't really... Oh, I think this person here, the one with the eyeglasses in the bottom center, is the teacher, perhaps. I'm just guessing because she's the one wearing different clothing. And so, let's continue.
Di namin marinig yung reporting mo, ang ingay ng electric fan.
Which is true. So, on an online class, you need to be, or online meeting perhaps, you need to be very careful on what other people are hearing from your end, what they're seeing from your end as well. So, ang ingay ng electric fan, I can relate. So, it's really good if you make sure the fan is opposite side or opposite direction to your mic whatsoever so that they won't hear the noise. Good point, teacher. Let's go ahead.
Kasi ma'am sa kapatid...
Ano gusto mong marinig namin?
Wow. I don't think teachers will be acting like that anyway. I think they're just exaggerating the scenario of an online class. I think there's a proper way of calling out people, not just doing that, you know. So that's not really proper to call out students like that, especially because you are the teacher and you're the person who is in control of the scenario, more mature. So I don't really see teachers being portrayed well in this video. We're just even 22 seconds pa sa video. Good luck.
So, ayun na nga. Ang huling sinabi ni Dr.
I can relate. I can relate. There are dogs in our neighborhood that we can't really control. And I do curse sometimes, but I cut it out from my vlogs. And I can relate with this student here being portrayed by this girl. You can see it from her face.
Ay, ma'am, classmates, teka lang po
Exactly the same sound that I hear from my neighbors. Okay, so this scenario, I think you can close your video first if you're going to do this kind of things when people are looking at you, especially when it's an online meeting, professionals are watching you. But even if it's just an online class and it's your turn to be shown to the whole class, I don't think you'll be acting like this. I think you need to cover yourself perhaps, or just cover the camera. Lain na sa tanaw na og maglabay kag nga na ay tibuok klase nagtanaw nimo.
Utang ina mo ka, ha? So, ayun na nga. Ang sabi niya...
Ben!
bumili ka ng...
Alright. So this kind of scenario as well can be avoided. You can actually tell those people in your house or your housemates, perhaps your parents, your siblings, or whatnot. You can tell them ahead that you have an online session, you have a class in this specific time, or you have a meeting at this specific time, so that you can avoid this kind of scenario. Because if people know that you have something important going on in this specific schedule, they will also adjust. I think they will adjust if they're in the right mind, right? So if naamoy klase gani og mga meeting anang oras sa sulti ipod imong mga kauban sa balay para dili sila kanang walay may tabo na unexpected ba.
Ebap!
Ebap! Ma, nag-online class ako!
I don't think students should be behaving like this. Sorry, Vincentiments. You're portraying students to be acting like this is very wrong. You're somehow showing that students are always doing this kind of behavior at home when being asked by their mom, perhaps. So I don't really think this is a good influence to those who are watching. It might be funny though, but not really from if you're a parent who's watching the video. I would not like my son to be treating me like that. So, my God.
Atarantado ka! Ano sa tingin mo pinabili ko sa lintik na laptop na yan? Kundi ito mango shake.
Parents being portrayed to be cursing? That's bad. Parents to be scolding their children when an online class is going on? Oh my God. I think Vincentiments is really using their influence in a wrong way with this video. Sorry. I signed a contract. No, I'm not gonna say. I was supposed to be part of Viva, right? And Viva is, I think, connected to Vincentiments, but I really think they should be correcting this kind of videos, because it's not really proper to have kids watch this kind of video and perhaps might act like this when on an online class and disrespect na lang ilang teachers or ilang parents. Sorry, I keep on doing this. The headset keeps on sliding off.
Guys, teka lang po. Ma'am, wait lang po. So,
alright. So, you can see that she did buy the evap. Nagisugo siya. And, there were a lot of students that could have taken her place while waiting for her, right? Ambot lang ha, murag wrong siya. Naghuwat gyud ang tibuok klase sa iyang pagpalit sa evap. Una ni padayon ang class. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the teacher should take control of the class and allow the other students to participate while this girl here goes out for something.
ayun nga.
Wow! Oh no. Alright, responsible ate. This can happen, but I don't know. As a parent, I think when I'm sure that my son is having an online class, let's say Zenon has an online class and Kiddy doesn't have any playmates, I think it should be proper for the parent to take care of the baby first, when in fact the older child is having an online class. Learning, right? Where's the focus there if you... Oh my gosh, wrong in many ways.
Sabi ni Dr. Jose Rizal,
that is another uncontrollable thing in a neighborhood. You can't control those folks from outside your home, so I think that would be a pretty difficult scenario. But I think you can avoid that by blocking all the windows, making your room soundproof. If not really possible, that's difficult. Yeah, you can control your neighbors on what they will be doing. So you might want to control what's happening within the house or inside the room. So perhaps close everything, close all the doors, the windows for the time being that you're in class. Tambag lang na. It is funny if it's from an immature viewer, but as a parent, as a trainer, as a professional, if I'm seeing this in an online class, I think it's a point that needs to be discussed. Perhaps there should be ground rules before you start the class. Sugot ra day mo magsayo-sayo ang inyong estudyante while gaklase mo or while reporting? I don't think so.
So, paano namin malalaman na sinabi ni Jose Rizal, ipaputol-putol yung reporting mo? Ano? Sumagot ka! Paano? Sumagot ka! Paano?
I don't really think this is going to happen in an actual online class. Everything's wrong. Everything's too much. Some points are true though, but everything's too much.
Sumagot ka! Sumagot ka!
If that's my teacher, for sure, I'm going to write a report for her. She is disrespecting her students. That's not supposed to be shown to everyone. I pity all the teachers. My God. Very disrespectful. My God.
Ito na! Ito na! Sasagot na! Tang-ina! Nang wawarsak talaga kayong lahat no? Ma'am, hindi lang naman po ang reporting ko ang putol-putol Lahat po tayo. Bakit? Akala mo hindi ka nagcha-choppy?
Okay, that's something that we can't control as well. The network provider is something that we really can't control. From a professional's point of view, we also have technical issues here, but we still try to continue our work as much as possible. And there might be times that we rant, but that's something we really can't have any say with too. That's something that we really can't control. Nagchachapi ang teacher, nagchachapi si trainer, but sorry, that's out of our control and you need to adjust. You need to prolong, you need to make sure you are patient enough because everyone is affected, not only you.
Hindi ka naglalag? Hindi ka nagpipreeze? Ayaw nyo ng academic freeze! Keso maraming mawawala ng trabaho, sayang ang panahon, lahat nag-a-adjust.
And it's not actually their decision to have an academic freeze. Teachers have a higher level of management controlling them. Hence, DEPED, I'm not gonna say it, but don't blame the teachers, guys. It's not their fault.
Oh, di mag-adjust tayong lahat. Gas-gas na ang sabihing lahat tayo may internet. Gas-gas na ang sabihing hindi rin lahat ng may internet ay mabilis ang koneksyon. Gas-gas na ang sabihing hindi lahat ay may gadgets.
Well, of course, not everyone has Wi-Fi, not everyone has gadgets. That's why there's this modular there's this option where they can just get their materials in school and just study it at home if they don't have any of those options. You don't have to rant about that because you can also force those people who have gadgets and have Wi-Fi to just stick to what's not convenient to them, right? So there's two parts. There's two parts. There are always two parts of the story. Those with gadgets and Wi-Fi and those who do not. So both are actually supported by the teacher. If you did your research, both options are actually doable. And you don't have to rant about those who have Wi-Fi, those who have gadgets, because their parents worked hard for it. And I'm not saying those who don't have Wi-Fi and gadgets did not work hard. I'm just saying that if you work hard, you will have it. Sorry guys, but it makes sense. If you work hard, you will get what you want, what you need. Right? We didn't really have to wait for COVID to come for us to have what we need. It's always better to prepare.
Pero gagasgasin ko lang na kahit meron ka na lahat niyan, hindi lahat ng bahay okay sa online class. Hindi lahat naka-subdivision or exclusive village. Huwag kayong maarte!
You don't have to be living in a subdivision or a village for you to have gadgets and internet connection. But then again, if you're ranting about that, you can always have the classic modular type of studying. Girl.
Gasgasin ko mga isopagos nyo eh. Ang dami nyo kasing alam eh. Ang dami nyong alam. Hindi nyo muna inalam ang nakararami. Oo, dito sa bahay nagmumula ang karunungan. Pero hindi ito silid-aralan. Huwag tayo mag-school-schoolan.
And it was never everyone's choice. Vincentiments, it was never anyone's choice to have COVID. No. Sorry. It's whoever wanted to have this pandemic happening, especially in our country. No one. Now, whose idea was this to complain about education amid pandemic? It's very difficult, especially for teachers, for the government to decide. But of course, it has been around 5 months, let's say perhaps, and our students are not actually doing a lot of learning at home. Some are continuing their work, earning from home. What will happen to those kids if we continue like this? What if we don't really have any cure within a year? Will our kids be... Remember, our brains are like volcanoes. When they are dormant, they will be inactive as well. It will rust. Believe me. So if kanan yung mga utok di na ninyo exercise while waiting for classes to begin, trust me, muslo sa inyong learning, guys. Muslo sa inyong utok. My God.
May nalalaman pa kayong dapat naka-uniform kami sa online class? Dinadamay nyo pa kami sa trip nyo? Nasa bahay ako, kaya magpapambahay ako!
That I didn't know. I really didn't know that they're required to wear school uniform at home. So I'm not sure. Perhaps I did not receive the update yet. But I'm pretty sure, just like professionals at home, you can opt to wear what you want as long as it's presentable. As long as you're not wearing bra, underwear, while we have classes, we have meetings. So I think that's really not a problem. There is still no memorandum telling us that we should be wearing uniforms during online classes at home. I'm not sure where you get that though. Where you got that.
Tang inang online class yan. Pagkamahal-mahal, sarap murahin. Nakakatuyo ng utak. Nakakaumay. Nakakaboring. Ang Netflix, 150 pesos. Ang HBO Go, 150 pesos. Sa school natin, 50,000 pesos.
Okay, so you're comparing entertainment platforms to education platforms. Let me remind you, teachers went through a lot of tedious workshops, seminars, and also classes. Of course, they went through education classes as well, so that they would know what to teach you. They have spent more than what you say, 50,000. That's less than what they are really spending. Others even spend on masterals, doctorals just to reach where they are. And you're comparing it to Netflix. Are you serious? Why would you compare Netflix and chill with education that can feed you in the future? Remember, what you learn today is just a supplement to what you will be working on in the future.
Wala naman kami dyan. May energy fee, medical fee, dental fee, laboratory fee, gym fee, tang ina nyo. May security fee pa.
Those fees, though, I think the school needs to also adjust those fees that are not applicable to online classes. I'm not really sure because I'm not a school owner, but I think they can try to lower it down perhaps because everything has changed now. New normal brought us new opportunities at home, and perhaps there are fees that are not applicable to or not cannot be enjoyed by our students. I think that it would be somehow fair for everyone if we lower that down, if we can't really remove it.
Fee, diba? Maghapon akong tumambay sa labas namin. Wala naman kayong security guard na pinadala. Wala naman kayong kinabit na CCTV. Fee kayo ng fee. Shut.
Okay, same point as a while ago.
The fee up! Kung makapo sa online class, parang nakapaghanda talaga, ma'am. Naka-shared document na ang PowerPoint mo na Zoom.
Oh my god. Again, it's very disrespectful to our teachers, and somehow I can relate. I have studied education and I'm currently a trainer, and I know for a fact we also use PowerPoint presentation in meetings, but not Zoom because it's not allowed. However, my point is your teacher is adjusting. She's new to online classes as well. Not everyone perhaps, but majority. So, oh my gosh, why did you even make this video? I don't really see the point. I'm already halfway the video, but somehow everything I saw was all wrong.
O Google Meet, ma'am, as is mo pa binabasa. Ang malala, binabasa mo na, pinapabasa mo pa sa amin.
Okay, so one point so that we can avoid this kind of scenario, students complaining of teachers reading, them reading. How about you make them explain what they understood from what they read? I think that's pretty better than this girl complaining what people are doing.
Basa-basa lang tayo, online class na, puro pagbasa. Misa, pagbasa mula sa PowerPoint ni ma'am. Di ka naman nagtuturo.
Let me tell you, girl, that not everyone memorizes everything. Sometimes we need guides so that we can remember what lessons we need to teach. So I don't see reading from something a bad point. However, it is bad if you read word by word, but of course, let's avoid that.
Pindot ka lang ng pindot. Pindot, 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 hindot. Ginagawa lang namin ang ginagawa mo. Sinabi mo, sasabihin namin, follow the leader, Shaggy.
So again, to avoid that scenario, avoid from reading everything word by word.
Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo.
Perhaps if that's an energizer, that will happen. But I don't think that will happen in an online class during a discussion.
Shapopo. Paulit-ulit lang eh. Hindi lang ang format. Halos lahat ng klase namin sa online class. Shagdi, shagdi.
Has online classes started? I don't think so. Why are they predicting that this is going to happen in online classes? They have a lot to say. They know a lot. But it hasn't even started yet. Why are they complaining too much on online classes when in fact it hasn't even started yet?
Shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Parang mas nakakabobo yung ganto. Alam nyo nang sandali lang ang attention span ng tao.
Which is true. That's why you need to make sure everything is planned. Majority of learners have 20 minutes attention span, so you need to be careful with how you plot your lesson so that it won't be boring. Just how she is complaining.
Uy, nakaka-boring! Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi.
Now that's not going to happen. I suppose no one's gonna remove their shirt on an online class. Not unless if they are high or drunk. Which I suppose shouldn't be happening because parents are around at home with kids. Very impossible.
Shapopo. Shagdi, shagdi, shapopo.
Daya-daya nyo naman eh.
Nataya si mama.
I don't know where the brain is of the person who made this, but no one's gonna do that. Trust me. There might be in TikTok, but not on an online class.
Tapos ano? Puro group work para naka-groupings? Kami-kami na lang rin? Magsosolo kami? So hindi na online class, solo-online class. Eh parang mas effective pa ang self-study eh. Mas may concentration.
It's more of a rant. True, it might be difficult if you do group works on an online class setting. Perhaps the activities will be adjusted. So stop ranting, Dai.
Ito, puro konsumisyon. Nakakapikon. Pikon-line class. Para kang nakikipag-usap sa maraming ID.
Shall I continue? I think it's almost 30 minutes. My gosh, this video is too much.
Ang liliit nating lahat. It's a small world after all. Pag nag-recite nga kami, hindi mo na alam kung sinong nagsalita, mami. It's a small...
Of course you will know. Didn't you know that if you talk, your name appears on the tool? My goodness.
Small world. Isa pa, ma'am. Kilala ko ang mga kaklase ko. Quiz man yan, exam o recitation. Mas madaling mandaya dito kaysa sa classroom.
Which is true. That can be a difficult obstacle for our educators, knowing for a fact that quizzes might be cheated upon, so they might want to level up on how they can assess the learning of our learners.
Maraming multiple ang gadgets, ma'am. Itong online class, pang class A lang, pang class B. Paano naman kaming mas mababa pa sa middle class? Magmi-middle finger na lang?
Another curse. Another bad influence to our viewers.
Tsaka pwede ba ma'am, hindi porket online class at madali mo kaming mahagilap online, 24/7 na din ang announcements mo.
Which is true. I am in a group chat for teachers and parents. However, somehow rest days, the GC is still active and there's still announcements being made. I think they can adjust on that as well to make sure there's a proper time frame where they set things so that people can still enjoy their personal life and have a boundary on what professional and educational life is.
Mo, alas 10 ng gabi, tumatai ako, magchat-chat ka ng class. Read page 10 ah.
If I am a teacher, I won't be doing that. I will be respecting the time of our learners. And for our teachers, I hope you won't be doing that as well. Well, this is a point where this video somehow is teaching us a lesson. So I hope you guys will also respect your learners, their parents, and their time. And I hope you do announcements, do any school stuff within 8 to 5, just how they were doing it at school.
Ha? Ano to? Mercury drug? 7-Eleven? Nakatutok kami 24 oras dahil hindi natutulog ang nag-aaral? Tantanan mo kami, ma'am. Tantanan mo kami. Online class, depressed sa maraming bagay. Huwag na nating i-stress ang mga sarili natin. Kayo ang mas nakakaalam. Hinto maging bahay ang bahay namin para makibagay sa nanay ko at kapatid ko. Gaya ng laptop na to! Gaya ng online class na to!
There's too much hatred in this video, and this somehow can brainwash students if they're watching this. And I hope you get proper guidance from your parents if you did watch this. And I hope, parents, please watch this again with your students, with your kids, and make sure you explain each bit of this video, because I think not everyone would be able to understand that this is totally wrong. I'm just skipping some parts, guys, because it's getting boring.
Sabi po ni Dr. Jose Rizal, bago siya binaril, ay consumatum est. Ang ibig sabihin po nun, tapos na! It is finished! Ayaw na niya! Ayaw!
Well, I guess that's the end of the video. That's very painful to do a review on. Well, I hope you guys learned something from me today. And I'm sorry if I don't really have makeup on, but those are what I feel about each scenario or each part of the video, and I hope you liked it. And if you want to show your support to me, please do subscribe on my channel below. The subscribe button will turn from red, it will turn gray. And if you have questions or comments about this review, please do type them down in the comment section. Don't forget to like. And of course, if you want to share my review or share my word to the others, you can share this on your Facebook feed by clicking on the share button below and to Facebook. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I'm sorry for this long video. I just wanted to make sure I'm heard. See you, lovies.